is Friday, which means why not try something a little bit more entertaining? So it's going to be a 35-minute AMRAP. Now the thing about this AMRAP is that we technically have 3 separate sections to it. So you'll do the first section 3 times through, move to the second for 3 times, and then the third for 3 times. If you finish in less than 35 minutes, you go back to the top and keep working until 35 minutes is hit. So with that being said, we got a lot of different movements, and just depending on the block, you need different equipment. That first block is going to be a little bit more with the dumbbells. We start with a plank row. So you're in that plank position, alternating lifting those arms. Again, you do this knees or toes. We then do the thoracic fly on all fours, rotating through that body. Just make sure the arm that's supporting you, you don't buckle into it, rather you keep it nice and relatively straight. We then go on animal squats and then bicycle crunches. All of those movements, 6 on each side or 6 total, depending on if it's a single limb movement or both limbs moving. Again, we're going to do that 3 times through. When we get to block number 2, we got skater lunges, fire hydrants, froggers, and power sit with rotation. We've done all these within the last 2 weeks, so again, I'll show modifications as we go. 3 laps through there, and then that third round you need the medicine ball for. We got the 6 med ball push-ups, wood chops, swings, and power sit-ups for 3 laps. Again, if you finish all 9 rounds, you go back to the top and you keep going until 35 minutes is done. So that should be all the different exercises we got going. Again, if you're joining me live, just let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns. Otherwise, without further ado, let's get it going, crew. We got 35 minutes, starts in 3, 2, and 1. We start with that plank row, so I'm going to grab those dumbbells on either side, shoulders over wrist, keep that core locked out. Again, you always take to the knees. As I lift up, I'm going to get that elbow up by my rib cage, control on that way down, so you're not speeding it. Now when you do this, make sure you're not throwing those hips, rather that butt is tight, core is tight. So here's 4, and 4, 5, 5, 6, and 6. I'm going to go down onto my knees, shoulders over wrist, knees are separated, thoracic fly. I'm going to take one arm out, rotate with it, making sure that arm I'm staying on does not buckle. Core is still tight. We're going to feel this through the upper back, shoulders, and core. Here's 4, 4, 5, 5. Here's my 6s. Now I get to ditch those weight, and I got 6 animal squats total. So I hit that plank, push my hips straight back, right back in that plank. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I take it to the ground for those bicycle crunches, 6 on each side. So on this one, I'm lifting up my shoulder blades off the ground, opposite elbow, opposite knee, rotate. That's 2. Here we go for 3, 4, 5, and 6. Perfect. Now we start back at the top with that plank low row for round number 2 of 3. Again, taking those modifications as you need to. So if you do this on your knees, you're not sinking back in those hips or popping that butt. You want to keep the shoulders over those wrists. Core is nice and tight. 2, 3. Again, find that control as you go. Try not to move those hips. That's going to take us into those 6 thoracic flies per side. 4, 5, and 6, looking solid. 6 of those animal squats, ditch my weights, push it back, come forward to that plank, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now I'm going to flip it on over, bicycle crunches, 6 per side, 3, 4, 5s, and 6s, and then we're going to do this one more time before we switch those exercises. Back in that plank row, core tight, drive it and control it. 5s, and 6s. Ooh, back in that thoracic fly. Again, lock everything out, hips over knees, core tight. Take it up, 6 per side. Here's 3s, looking good, crew. 4s, 5s, and 6s. Now back in those animal squats, 6 of them total, crew. Pushing those hips back, back in that plank. Every time, lock those shoulders over wrists. 5, 6. Now 6 of those bicycle crunches, alternating those sides. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. 6. Boom. So we get 3 rounds there. Now we're switching over to our next set of exercises. Starting with that skater lunge, 6 per side. Step or hop it. Get nice and low as you go. Everyone's gonna look a little different here. 4s, 5s, and 6s. Perfect. We go back down for those fire hydrants. So the weight is optional here. So have hips over knees, shoulders over wrists, and you take your hip straight out to the side, right back in. 6 count. Try not to drop onto the other side. Core stays tight. And 6. Now I'm going to do 6 on the other side. Again, working that abduction for those hips. 5 and 6. After I've done 6 on each side, I got my 6 froggers. Chin is up, chest proud, get as low as you can. Slowly up, option, just give me that calf raise. 4, 5, 6. Power sit-ups with rotation. Pushing that weight. On the ground, on this one, you drive it up, reach, and rotate so your chest turns. Back down. Again, it's 6 per side. At that top, try and keep those shoulder blades squeezed back. 4, 5s, and 6s. Perfect, crew. Now we're going to go back into that skater lunge. 6 per side. Step or hop it. Remember, we got 3 laps here. 4s, 5s, 6s. Perfect, crew. Now we're going to go back into that fire hydrant. Squeezing through that leg, flexing that toe, taking that hip out, back in. Still locking out that core, crew. 5, 6. Switching sides. 6 on the other. 4, 5, 6. Now we got those 6 froggers. Again, playing with how low you get that squat and how high you can explode it up. Tip toes is always an option as well. 4, 5, 6. Power sit-ups with rotation per side. Take it down. We drive it up, reach and rotate. Again, keep that control on that downward motion. Working that core. 4s, 5s, 6s, here we go. Solid, crew. Going back to that skater lunge. Round 3 of 3 before we move on. Step or hop it. Play with that low. 4s, 5s, 6s. Okay, 6 of those fire hydrants per side. Get that weight in there. Squeezing that core, flexing that toe, lift that hip. 5, 6, switching sides. 6 on that other. 4, 5, 6 of those froggers. Pushing that weight. Nice and low. Slowly up. 4, 5, and 6. Power step with rotation. Woo. Drive up, reach, and rotate. Looking good, crew. 4s, 5s, and 6s. Whew. Tell you what, we have knocked out the first 2 rounds. There, our next set of exercises start with 6 med ball push-ups. The option, take the med ball away. If you have the med ball, push-up position, knees or toes. When you get low, when we come up, switch the side of the ball. It's 6 total push-ups. You wind up doing it 3 per side. 3 and 3. Then we're gonna stand on up. We got those 6 wood chops on this one. Ball starts back by that bottom hip. Back leg rotates, up and over that shoulder. Back leg rotates. 6 per side. Belly button in that spine. And 6. Then we're gonna switch it, 6 on the other side. 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're gonna take it into those swings. First swing, feet are nice and wide. Hinge back at the hips like a deadlift, tilt butt back of legs. Load you up, keeping that core nice and tight. 6 total swings. And 6. This takes us into 6 power sit-ups with the med ball. So, med ball starts at my chest, I explode up, it's overhead, nice slow control down. 4, 5, and 6. Whew. Now number 2 of 3 with those 6 push-ups, crew. Getting right back into it, playing with that depth. 4, 5, and 6. Going in those 6 wood chops per side. Again, starting in that pocket, up over that shoulder. Looking solid, crew. 5 and 6 on the other side. Starting back by that pocket, up and over. 4, 5, and 6 of those med ball swings. Hinge it back like the deadlift. Explode up. 4, 5, oh goodness, and 6. Don't trip on a loose screw. 6 power sit-ups. Here we go. Drive it up. Control it down. 4, 5, and 6. Whew. One more round here, crew, and then we need to start all the way back at the top. 4, 5, and 6. We're getting into those wood chops, 6 per side. Again, pivot that back hip. 4, 5, and 6. Other side. Here we go. 5. Here we go in 6. That means 6 of those swings. Hinge back like that deadlift. Drive it up. Always weight in those heels. 4, 5, and 6. Now we're going to take it back. 6 power sit-ups, crew. Here we go. Drive it up, control it down. 4, 5, and 6. Woo. So now, crew, we're going to take it all the way back to the top. Plank row, thoracic flies, animal squats, bicycle crunches, 6 of everything, 3 laps. Here's the best part. You're just barely past that third of the way through. It's like we can keep going for a while. Again, keeping those shoulders relatively over the wrist. Control the descent of that weight. Try not to move those hips, crew. As always, you can go to those knees. After 6 on each side, we take it down, sack it, hips over knees, shoulders over wrists, core is tight. Taking that weight out and control. 6 of these thoracic flies per side. Here's 5. And 6s. Woo. 6 animal squats, here we go. Sit it back in those hips, drive it up. 4, 5, 6, flip it over. We got those bicycle crunches, opposite elbow, opposite knee. I'm going way too high up, there we go. 2, 3, pushing through that heel. And 6. There we go. Now we get to start back at those 6 plank rows per side. Load it up. Now as we keep going, remember your form. As always, you can play with the weights you use, the tempo you're going, but make sure you feel it. Shoulders back, core here. And 6. Going on to all fours, thoracic fly. Really bring that belly button in that spine. 2. Controlling that weight. 5. Here's 6. And 6. Ditching that weight. Into animal squats. Sit it back all the way in that plank. 4, 5, and 6. Flip it back over. Bicycle crunch. Opposite knee. 5, and 6. And then we take it back up for that 3rd time through before we switch. Exercises. Plank low row. Core is nice and tight. Four, 5, and 6. Take it on down. 6 flies per side, core tight. Still keeping that form in that upper back, that core, and those arms. 1 more. 6 and 6. Going to my 6 animal squats. Starting shoulders over wrists. Lock out those hips every time. 6 bicycle crunches, flipping it over. And 6. We just did 3 laps through, so now we're going back up to those skater lunges, fire hydrants, froggers, and power sit with rotation. Starting with those skaters, 6 per side. Sit it down, play with that distance. And 6. And crew, good news, you're halfway through this workout. Whew. I know I'm getting sweaty. I'm feeling things. Hopefully you are too. Again, stacking everything before you proceed. Taking that leg out and back in. And 6. Switching sides for that fire hydrant. Try not to lean if you can. 6 of those froggers. In, nice proud chest, try and get low, explode it. 4, 5, 6. Taking the 6 power sit-ups with rotation. Woo. Remember, it's first side whenever we do single. Here's 3s. 4s, looking good, crew. 5s. Here we go, 6s. And then I go back in that skater lunge. Woo. Chained up. Skater lunge, side to side, 6 of them, crew. Let's sit it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, we got those fire hydrants per side. Whew. Again, squeeze the butt, squeeze that core for abduction, adduction here. 5, and 6. Switching sides. So when I say abduction, adduction, I mean going away from the body, coming back in. 5, and 6 of those froggers. Chin up, chest proud, let's hit it. 3, 4, 5, 6. Back in that power sit-up with rotation for 6. Sweat in my eyeball. Oh my goodness, that was terrifying. 4, 5, and 6s. Okay, crew, one more time through. Starting with those skater lunges. 3s, 5s, 6s. Back in those fire hydrants. 6 per side. Let's load that weight. Again, that option, do this without any weight if you need to. 3, 4, 5, 6. Switching sides. Keeping that core there. 4, 5, 6. Back in those froggers, crew. Get it nice and low. Slowly up. 4, 5, 6. Power 7, rotate. 6 through, crew. Let's drive it up. Reach and rotate. Here's 3s, 4s, 5s, last ones, 6s. Ooh. Okay, that means we're on to that med ball round. Starting with that med ball push up, 6 on each side. Playing with that depth again as we go. I don't know why I said 6 per side. It's 6 total. And 6. I'm thinking the wood chops, which are now 6 on each side. You're gonna think you're starting down at that pocket, up over that opposite shoulder. Shoulders are locked back. Core is active. Always pivot those heels. 6. Switching sides. And 6. Woo. Back in those hinge swings. Let's get it, crew. Should feel like a deadlift every time you go back. 6. Power sit-ups. Here we go. Again, powered up. That option, if those shoulders are a little tender, just keep that ball in front of that chest. 4, 5, and 6. Okay, we're back in those push-ups, crew. Ooh. Getting that depth. And 6. Love it. Back in those wood chops. 6 per side. 4, 5, and 6. Swapping sides. Looking solid, crew. 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're back in those swings. Again, feel like a deadlift every time you go back. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Power sit-ups. Woo. Now what's really fun is after these 6, we go back to those push-ups for the third and final, and then we start back at the tippy top. And 6. Whew. Let's get those 6 push-ups, crew. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Wood chop time. Hinge it back, throw it over. 4, 5, and 6. Switching sides. 4, 5, and 6. Go on those hinges. Here we go. 4, 5, and 6. Ooh, power sit-ups, crew. You got 10 minutes left in this workout. We're about to go through everything for a third time. Ooh, I'm excited. 5, and 6. And remember, this is your workout, so if you're following along at home and you need those extra breaks, take them. Because that goal, just get as many as you can, rounds as you can in those 35 minutes. So, starting back at the top, 6 plank row per side. Again, knees or toes. Control that weight on the way down. Try not to move those hips. 5, and 6s. Going back onto all 4s. We got those thoracic flies. Keeping that core tight. Control that weight on the way down. 5, and 6s. We got those animal squats, 6 of them total. 3, 4, 5, 6. Flip it over. 6 bicycle crunches per side. Here we go. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. 3, 4, 5, and 6s. Woo. Back in those planks, crew. Check out those wrists as you need to. 6 per side. Number 2 and 3. 5, 6s. And that thoracic quad. Lock out that core. Here we go. I have a sweat puddle in front of me now. Hopefully you do too. 5s and 6s. And we'll squat 6 total. Sit back in those hips. 4, 5, and 6. Flip it over. Those bicycle crunches. Elbow and knee. Here we go. 4, 5, and 6. Whew. Third time through. Then we're gonna move on. Back to that plank row. Back to that plank row. Sorry, I was wiping the sweat off. Whew. It is getting warm out here. Remember, you can always separate those feet a little wider. Help you with that balance. 6s. Those thoracic flies. Lock out that core. 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, and 6s. Ooh. Okay, back in that plank. Let's get in that animal squat. 4, 5, and 6. Flip it back over. We got those 6 bicycle crunches per side. And 6. Ooh, you know what that means? We're up to block number 2. So we got those 6 skater lunges per side, fire hydrants, froggers, power step with rotation. Here we go. Sit in those hips. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we're gonna go back into those fire hydrants. Load that weight, core tight, flex the toe. Here we go. 5, 6. Swapping sides. Woo. 5, 6. 6 of those froggers. Get low with that depth. Chest round, sit into it. 2, 4, 6. Power sit up and rotate. We're in the last 5 minutes, crew. You're looking good. Explode up, reach and rotate. Remember, 6 per side. Woo. 5s and 6s. Yes, crew. Back in that skater lunge. Let's get it. Side to side. Remember, you can always step instead of hop. 5 and 6s. Back into those fire hydrants. Again, load that weight. Flex that toe. Core is tight. Here we go. 5, 6. Switching sides. 5, 6. Frogger time. 6 of them. Woo, chest round. 4, 5, and 6. Power step and rotate. Here we go. Drive it up. Looking solid, crew. 4, 5, and 6s. Let's go back one more time through those skater lunges, crew. Sitting it down, side and side. 4, 5, and 6s. Okay, crew, we take it back into those fire hydrants. 6 per side. Last time we're here. 6. Swapping sides. Woo. And back to froggers. Get nice and low. Slowly up. 6, 2.5 minutes, crew. We're gonna finish these power steps and rotate, and start with the med ball push-up. 4, 5, and 6s. Okay, I'm gonna grab that med ball. Start that last round. Med ball push-up. We got 6 total. 4, 5, 6. Taking up that wood chop, 6 per side. Hinging back. over that shoulder. 4, 5, and 6. Switching sides. Last 90 seconds, crew. 5 and 6 of those swings. Hinge it back, slowly up. You can feel like that deadlift. 5 and 6 of those power sit-ups. Drive it up, control it down best we can. And 6. Back in those push-ups, crew. Less than a minute to go. Keep that body moving. And 6. Ooh, that takes me to wood chops. 30 seconds, crew. 5 and 6. Switching sides. 2, 3, and 6. Here we go with those swings. Hinge it back. You got 10 seconds to keep the body moving. 5 and 6. Crew, you got 2, 1. Time is done. Whew. So, I hope you liked that 35-minute AMRAP.